The Global Myeloma Action Network is a coalition of 40 myeloma organizations from 38 different countries from 5 different continents. The goal is very simple: to improve the outcome for myeloma patients globally.
It was an idea to bring people together from organizations around the world so that we could share with each other some of the challenges that we're facing, some of the solutions to those challenges, and how we can better serve the myeloma community at large.
We help member organizations to increase their own capabilities.
We reach out to these various organizations all around the world and provide them with the critical materials that they need so that they can better serve their communities, the patients, the caregivers, and even the doctors and nurses.
One of the significance, in my opinion, of this network is to increase collaboration across countries and across myeloma organizations and across continents, to be able to lift and shift something that worked in Brazil could potentially work with a small tweak in somewhere in Europe.
I can learn very much from their challenges in their countries, although we are not from the same cultures, but the patience is the same.
How I feel here is that I am getting the information and I can use it back home to get the information to the patient, how to use it, how to pass it on between each other, so it's really motivating.
The majority of myeloma patients do not have access to these novel therapies because they live in these underserved countries, or even if they lived in the developed countries like the United States or Canada, they may not have the right proper insurance coverage in order to be able to have access to them.
We all share in common is the need for patients to have access to drugs, and how do we work together in making sure that they do have access, because the issues are the same. The grassroots are the same, the patients are the same. There's no difference between a patient that has multiple myeloma from Croatia to Norway to Canada.
We are very interdependent. Whatever happens in America affects us, whether it's in UK, it's in Croatia, in France. And unless we all pull our resources together, I don't think we can resolve this. It's very complex.
There's so much science now in the field of myeloma. We've got so many people working collaboratively, the doctors and the researchers around the world. And we're working collaboratively, of course, with our pharmaceutical partners. It just needs to happen faster, and we need to find a better way to get the drugs to all these countries.
The ideal end state for GMAN is not to exist, because all countries around the globe have access to novel therapies. The outcome for myeloma patients have been improved. Until that happens, we need to continue what we are doing.